This is the quilt block at the Schoharie Free Library in Schoharie, New York. This is actually our replacement shed that came after Hurricane Irene because it washed our first shed away. We decided to put it on the shed because the windows in the original Victorian building are so close together it wouldn't fit. This is actually the 4-foot size, not the 8-foot size, because the shed isn't that tall. This is actually based on a real quilt block that's basically just books leaning on shelves, but it's over and over and over, and it was really busy and it looked terrible. So they adapted it. There was a committee that got together and customized it, so to speak. So there's books, of course, and shelves, of course. The yarn and the knitting needles are for the knitting club that we have at the library. The Rook and the Knight are the chess pieces for the chess club we have at the library. The desk is for CDs and DVDs and whatever other technology is going to come down the road. Books are the old technology, thank you. And this is Andy the library cat, who did not belong to the library, but before we put the addition on, we didn't have air conditioning, so the doors were always open. And he strolled in one day, made himself to home. And he came whenever he felt like it. It got to the point where people would come in and say, oh, there's a cat. They would open the door for him. He would stroll in. They'd open the door. He'd stroll out. He used to have a basket that sat on my desk. He has an album on our Flickr page. As you can see, that's Andy. Sharon Janik, who signed it here, is the one that did the line drawings and the actual painting of it when it was done. We had a quilt block party, I guess you could call it, when we had local authors come and sign them. There's John Wilkinson. He writes local history books. There's Joe and Berna Heyman, who did the book for the Easter Egg Museum when we had that whole benefit for Mildred's Easter eggs. And there it sits.